Hello and welcome everyone to Chedderbarrel once again, a day at the zoo. As you can see, the entrance area has been changed to have a little bit more of a theme of that compared to what it was last time. And Valinor is still here, though it's going to be gone in about a week from this recording. I'm doing this on April 5th, so this zoo area just opened up maybe a couple days ago. And a nice little fountain here. And I was just waiting to make sure that the initial crowd for anything new would die down before I came here. Isabella's Gardens, so it looks like we ended up stopping in a garden area for the first thing. As you can see, we have a lot of exhibits here. Just from me looking around a little bit earlier, it looks like there's things like aquariums, there's a lot of cage zoo exhibits, these gardens here as well. So we'll be taking our time, and this will be a lot more looking around than anything. I don't think there's any rides or anything for this. Well, looks like we have a nice little fountain set here, so if you want to sit down and relax, that's possible too. And look at the giraffes, which the giraffe exhibit, I guess, is right here as well. So I guess it's a little high up here, so maybe there's another spot we could take a look at. But I guess I'll be camming quite a bit here as well, just to be able to see the exhibits to the best of my ability. Looks like this area right here is actually just a sitting area as well, with the little concession stands and whatnot in the area back there. Oh, we got some zebras as well. The giraffe's kind of looking over and taking a look at the white tree that's right next to it. Maybe getting some leaves. Sorry if my voice is sounding a little bit different. I was just getting over, essentially, I think, a cold. Either that or I'm having allergies from pollen now that it's spring. But I am sounding a little bit better than I was before. Yes, I guess this is the area here where they have all the hay and whatnot to feed them. Very neat. We got things like ice cream and drinks, balloons. Pizza. Coffee and cupcakes. Quite a combination there. And a Mexican food stand. Yeah, we go ahead and take a look at this big building over here, which I believe is an aquarium. We actually have a board up there, which is advertising Cartoon Town, which is interesting because Cartoon Town was actually the first Chedderbarrel place I recorded back in, I think it was May of, yeah, probably is going to come in May. So yeah, it was May of last year, I think, that I recorded Cartoon Town. Nice little monument thing here with the waterfall. Okay, so of it, since I recorded Cartoon Town last year, I won't be recording another video of it this year. Yep, it is the aquarium. Looks like possibly you could go up to the top here on the second floor and take a look at it from the bottom as well, or look down at the bottom. Well, this is neat. Instead of having the water effects, it makes it look like it's in a clear-through capsule, I guess. A lot of different fish types. Red, yellow, blue, white. We had sharks in the other tank. These kind of, I'm not sure what these are. These actually kind of look like What are those? I'm honestly not sure. It kind of looks like a... Is that a fish chicken? That's a fish chicken. Mer chicken. I was not expecting to see that. Alrighty, and over here we just have some more fish to take a look at here. Alright, let's head up to the second floor now. Yep, you could take a look at it from up here if you wanted to. Though you probably have to cam downward, or perhaps if you can step up on there, I'm not sure. We have some more exhibits here. I'm not quite sure what this is. It looks like either a very thorny octopus or like some sort of mishmash of eels. Can't quite tell. Actually, I think it's like some sort of octopus, maybe. I owe you 1 pearl. Sorry, I am broke. We have some nice looking jellyfish here. Another pretty toothy looking thing over here. I think this one is an eel. There's another one over here. Oh, that one's staring right at us. We have a giant skeleton of something. And an explosion of what looks like maybe tiny fish of some sort. And some sort of insectoid kind of thing there. Probably what you expect to find on the bottom of the ocean floor or something along those lines. I'm not seeing anything in this little aquarium here. We have a few little smaller fish things here. All different fish. I don't know my fish well enough to name them, though. It looks like actually there's 3 and perhaps a 4th floor to this. And we have a couple of like kid ride things where you jump on those and they kind of move around, I guess. Don't really see those too often anymore. I remember growing up on the playground we had at my elementary school. It was a we had this giant wooden teeter-totter thing, which they half the time they wouldn't even allow anybody on it because of its just potential hazard of launching people or somebody getting hit in the head or something with one of the sides certainly going up or something. This is actually pretty neat. Little kelp forest thing here. It's definitely a nice little detail of walking through this thing. Go ahead and head up here on the 4th floor. And more of the little kids' rides. Actually, there is a teeter-totter right there. Nice little fountain here. And it looks like we're actually up against the walling of the sim here, so we must be... Actually, no, there's a building right here. Yeah, the cityscape is the walling around the sim, and I think we must have started at like one of the corners, I guess. A lot of sitting places and stands, so I guess this would be another spot you could just sit at and hang around if you wanted to. Burgers, cheese, classic and original. I'm not sure what the difference would be between classic and original in that case. That's actually kind of an interesting question. Because they kind of mean the same thing, so it's sort of... I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just fly and head back to the entrance here. Alright, we'll go ahead and switch around this corner now and see what that building over there in the corner is. It's not expecting a peep show here at the zoo, but I guess that's there. Looks like we have a little garden trail here. So kind of similar to the kelp forest where we could walk through this. This is actually a pretty neat little idea. To have little walk-through areas like this. We even have some swans, it looks like, around as well. Some giant mushrooms. We have like a chandelier made out of flowers. That's pretty neat too. Hello, little swans. I think they're swans in any case. Is this the entrance? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, it looks like we have peacocks here, but they're like albino, I think. Like, they definitely look like peacocks, but they're not blue. They're white. So... unless there's like a different type of peacock, which would be white, I'm not sure. I like the little bush sculptures here. Nice little flamingos, looks like here. Some twinkling flowers as well. Looks like we have another aquarium coming up. What's this here? Oh, we have a zoo. Like, I think this must be like a kid's zoo or something. Actually, it could probably work well with petites as well. Like the little tiny avatars. This is a neat little thing, though. Huh. I really like this. Okay, let's go ahead and head inside here. Just go ahead and jump over this. Actually, I think I went through it. Oh, it's a dining area. This is nice. See the stuff floating up towards the surface? Looks like stingrays and a shark. We also have another shark, it looks like, on the bottom here. Going around. This is really nicely designed, I have to say. Like, if they had a stage in here, this would totally be like a club sort of setup, I think. Alrighty, let's get out of here and go forward now. I guess we're heading... I guess it's going to be more like a rectangle this time around, because I see a lot of stuff heading off that way, but I think we're going to do this going in rows. Like, we'll go across one side and then the next, from left to right, or right to left, something on those lines. So I guess we're going to start on the right and then head left and get the rest of this row and then head from left to right on the next one. It looks like here we have some more swans, some more ducks it looks like. They're all in the nice little pool here. Oh, it looks like we have a nice little panda display as well. See it eating grass back there, looks like in a little cave spot. And there's some more over here. They look like they're climbing on a bamboo pole or something like that. Alright. It looks like we have a swan that's decided to take a walk out. Well, it looks like we have a owl exhibit here. Screech owl, pygmy owl, great horned owl, barn owl. Wonder which one's the most common you'd probably see at it. I imagine it'd probably be the barn owl, I think. Though I think the barn owl would probably be the weirdest one to see at like night or something, you know? It has the most different face out of the lot. You can definitely see them all around there. Yeah, you're taking a walk there, it looks like. As swimming can get a bit much, huh? Alrighty, just heading around this one. I see something else bouncing around over there, but we'll get to that in a moment. What's in this one? Let's see. Lions, alright. Yep, they're all right here. I don't think lions usually have like really big groups to them. So it makes sense. It looks like there's only 3 in the exhibit. Looks like we have tigers over here, and it looks like there's more of them, which I think there is. I think tigers do have a bigger grouping, perhaps, than lions do. Actually, we have some more lions over here. It looks like they found themselves a deer to eat. Yep, we got tigers. Looks like there's regular tigers, and then we have the white variation here. Looks like they're eating deer as well. Ah, okay, this is the tip jar. Looks like a seal mixed with a bunny rabbit. Oh, looks like we have elephants. course, they get one of the bigger exhibits here, like the giraffes did. I think we can go inside over here. Yep, elephant house, okay. And it's elephant, and I think there was another sign to the right here. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's elephant as well, so it looks like they have a lot of elephants here. Oh yeah, they're all around. Looks like they're all around the pond over there. Inside of here we can see where they're getting fed and whatnot. Looks like there's a water source over that way to the north. We have some nice bush things here that are made out of elephants. Didn't see this before, actually. Very nice looking. Alrighty, and on this one it looks like we have rhinos. It looks like there's less rhinos in this one than elephants, which I think rhinos would probably be less inclined to be together, I don't know. Oh, it looks like we have hippos as well. Interesting fact about hippos is that they're very, very dangerous, actually. Like, you never expect that from them, but apparently they're like people that have like hippos in like their areas of where they live. They'd rather deal with essentially like anything else besides a hippo. And we have some deer as well. The deer must be... Actually, I don't know why I mistook that as a deer. Don't... Yeah, we see the hippos in the water, though. Elephants hanging around the water. Looks like we have another couple of spots to sit at, and it looks like we actually have a dinosaur area to the zoo. Huh. Looks like we have to go a little bit further back, though, to get to it. Actually, no, I guess the first spot is over here. Alrighty, we'll start here then. Camarasaurus. I think I said that right. I'm not sure. They kind of look like miniature long-necked dinosaurs. Actually, yeah, they are like long-necked dinosaurs. Got some bigger ones in here. This one's actually peeking over the exhibit over to the next one. Like, I wonder who our neighbors are. Let's take a look at who the neighbors are. These kind of look more like more like raptors, but these are Pelacomnias or something like that. quite a few of them in here. It looks like we got pterodactyls in the next one, though. We'll get over there, it looks like. I guess the sign's on the other side, so we'll look at that in a moment. Yeah, let's start over here, I think. It looks like we have a more, a mixed exhibit here. We got gazelles, wild boar, dodo bird, camel, another type of camel. So quite a mix in here. They're all just kind of hanging out together. I wonder if these are all more like prairie type animals that you'd probably see together. Everything besides the dodo bird, because pretty sure that's extinct. I'm not sure where that would actually be when it was alive. Got some flamingos. Guess they're all just hanging around in the water, looking for some fish. Alright, let's take a look at the butterfly house over here. Oh, this looks nice. Nice little fountain made out of butterfly there. You can see a bunch of them just hanging around, too. All different kinds. Green, orange. Blue. Very pretty exhibit here. Alrighty, now we can head back to the dinosaur exhibits over here. Yeah, this one we have Titanoboa. Okay, so a type of snake, I guess. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Right in front of me. Okay, I wanted to make sure I wasn't off by any of the exhibits here. But yeah, it looks like the... Okay, so it's like right in front of me then. Oh, I didn't see it before. I guess I thought maybe I was looking for a tree or something. Oh, it looks like it has eggs as well. It's like having a little flit out of the cage there. Its tongue. Alright, let's take a look at this other exhibit over here. It actually looks like the signs are on this side of the other one as well, so I guess we'll take a look at both. Crocodile. And the pterodon. Crocodiles make sense to be here though, because they're technically basically a dinosaur, if I remember correctly. These are like those long-nosed ones that are like in a certain area of the world. I can't remember where, though. Pterodon is right here on top of a floating rock, it looks like. Or maybe it's not a floating rock, but it's a pillar, I guess. Let's look at the signs here and see what we got. Oranosaurus. And these are probably like more like the plant eaters, I guess. Yeah, I see like hay, it looks like over here, and it looks like pumpkins. One's back there taking a drink. Looks like the fountain is actually caged off right in the middle. Selenite isopod. Acrodensaurus. So I guess those are the isopods. They're actually like moving things, but I guess because it can't reach me, they're not going anywhere. Because they spawned off of those crystals. These guys actually look like they're probably meat eaters, though, just from looking at them. Looks like one's coming out of the cave back there. Guess that's everything for that corner. Oh, looks like we have a bit of fantasy stuff back here, because I don't remember there being giant eating plant things around. So I guess there's a bit of a different theme areas, I guess. Looks like we have some sort of flying insects and some man-eating plants, I guess. And these mushrooms are pretty weird looking, too. That's pretty to look at. Looks like we have a couple of container things here to take a look at. Actually, can I go through this wire? Yeah, I can actually. Okay. Got some more insect-looking things, and it looks like little tiny creatures, it looks like. Okay, I'm not sure what it looks like. A giant snail of some sort, perhaps, that's kind of loose and roaming around. Reptile house. It looks like we have another big exhibit right there, too. So we'll go ahead and, I think, make our way left again, and then just kind of turn around and get that big one that we just saw last, perhaps. Oh, we got some alligators. Chinese alligators. They got themselves a little spot to go around in the water, too. Venomous snakes. King Cobra. Yeah, these are probably not that fun. I actually used to watch a YouTube channel that had somebody that was like a professional that messed with, well, not messed, but they had to keep venomous snakes and get their venom and stuff like that, because you could use it to make anti-venom, I guess, or other things. And I remember the videos on the King Cobra being like some of the worst, because the thing just would not ever settle down at all. It would just be, it would actually fake out like acting relaxed and just strike out. And I guess this is where the, well, actually, I guess maybe this is where these things are? Seems like they're just going right through their cage, it looks like, though. We got some sort of lizard-looking thing in there. Another snake. Ah, yes, the lava beetle. Oh my. It's loud too. We got some nice Rattle 6. We do have, I actually do have Rattle 6 where I live. I don't think I've ever actually seen one before. Obviously you would hear one before you'd ever see one, I think. Green Mamba. Yeah, these are all some pretty venomous snakes, though. What's in here? Oh, they're spawning in. Let's see what they are. Lizard people. Aggressive lizard people. Okay, we got some more fantasy type monsters here, looks like. We also have some foxes over here. Foxes and goats, it looks like. Yep, got the goat thing here. Christmas red fox. And bighorn sheep. It's a nice little variety here. Looks like they also have an eagle up in the sky there. Nice little, like, marshland here, I guess, for him. Oh, it looks like we have a bear exhibit here. Guess they have their little cave here. Brown bear, okay. It looks like they found some deer to eat as well. We got some wolves here. Some little tiny wolves. Gray wolf, okay. Oh, it looks like we have some bison here, it looks like. Let's see. Yep, bison, okay. And snow leopards. So I guess these would all be the ones that you'd see more in a cold climate, I guess. We have Manuru bird. Very colorful. Oh, looks like we have orangutan. Yeah, nothing off that way, okay. I think this is that one last big spot we saw. Yeah, it is, okay. Ah, the primate house, okay. What do we got here? Orangutan, gorilla, and chimpanzee. Those are the three that are in here. So orangutan is obviously over here. And then it looks like we have the chimpanzees right here in the middle. Then we have the gorillas over here. Guess that one's playing over the tires. A little bit of a bigger spot here for the gorillas as well, like the orangutans. I think maybe that one right next to us I haven't seen either, so I'll take a peek right after. Okay. Oh, beaver. And swan, okay. So yeah, we haven't seen this one before. Got some beavers here. Guess they're making like a dam right in the middle of the spot. Or some sort of beaver home, I guess. I guess they don't always make a dam. In any case, this was Chedderbarrel, A Day at the Zoo. Very nicely done. And I will see you guys next time. So see you then.